This disclaimer and all of the following content was generated using artificial intelligence. The voices and images are strictly intended for satire and entertainment purposes and do not represent the individuals depicted in any way. Absolutely no political messaging or bias is contained within, and under no circumstances should any of this content be taken seriously. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, everyone, to Episode 8 of President's Play Darkest Dungeon. Big B Obama is back in control alongside a Force Ghost and the stale, crusty sock from the back of Elon Musk's dresser. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Here you're wrong, and everything between Elon and I is strictly professional. Or you're right, which would make you a bigot for ridiculing me. Checkmate, liberals.
You had a chance to deny it, and you didn't. No do-overs.
Well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and stop being such a snowflake. We are heading to the Weald this week for our first Caregivers Convention mission with a team of Reynald, a practitioner who we really need to rename Kanye West, Solaire the Sunlight Warrior, and newcomer, the Acolyte of the Sun, who has advanced medical training and who we really need to rename Gwendolyn.
The Acolyte of the Sun is an interesting backline sharpshooter who can dole out decent damage, some healing and restoration, and summon a mirage on the enemy side of the field. It pains me a bit that Dark Sun Arrow can't hit rank 2, and Vengeful Covenant is something I typically avoid for balance reasons, but there's a lot to like with this mod class.
Showing off the luck stat boosts here, our practitioner has +4 to his accuracy, dodge, crit, and resists, thanks to that trinket from the Order of Sunlight mod.
Thanks, Joe. And I agree, Donald. Dark Sun Arrow not being able to hit rank 2 feels a bit limiting. But ultimately, this class performs well by sniping backliners the first turn or two, then switching to support and restoration skills while your other heroes clean up the front ranks. Gwendolyn here primarily heals through Regenerate's AoE restoration, but can also pull heroes off of Death's Door with the small heal from Concentrated Regeneration, while also forcing the entire party's restoration onto a single hero.
The Mirage summon is pretty cool, kind of like Algernon the Lab Rat from The Alchemist. It requires an open slot in the enemy party and either blights enemies or gives a hero restoration. If your heroes attack the Mirage, they also get restoration, which works really great for heroes with cleaves, since they can grab restoration from the Mirage and attack enemies as well, all in a single attack.
Already camping, Obama?
Getting it out of the way to clear some inventory space. Caregivers Convention requires you to grab 3 packs of medicine, which limits your inventory space for supplies and loot, but the payoff is amazing. A week of free sanitarium usage for however many slots you have unlocked is incredible, and could save tens of thousands of gold if you're maximizing your savings by locking your best quirks and clearing locked-in negative quirks, which are very expensive to remove normally.
Guys, I'm really worried about George. Trying not to panic. But where the hell is George? He's missed our Elden Ring play date for like an entire month.
Yeah, I was hoping to just ignore this problem like I do my approval ratings, but this really isn't looking good. We last saw him way back in episode 4. I kind of feel bad for letting Stoner Kamala talk me into going to the Cove last week, but I couldn't hit the Weald for both of my missions on the Mod Monster debut episode. Someone has to think about the content around here.
Oh, I'm sure Laura Bush will totally understand when we have to tell her we were more negligent than Casey Anthony and let George get eaten by ectoplasms. But don't worry, we did it all for the content. That'll go over just so great.
Hold that thought, Joe. Look at the map with me real fast.
Oh my God, no way. Do you think he's realized yet?
I just said the content is more important than George's life. And he didn't react at all, didn't get all self-righteous, didn't insult me. He definitely knows he's cooked in front of everyone on YouTube.
Bro fell victim to one of the classic blunders. Say, Donnie, do you think we can officially say Obama's the worst of the three of us at this game? I've been whipping this game's ass like I'm Chris Brown and you've done every mission in the dark. What's Obama done so far?
0 boss kills, 0 secret rooms, 0 rare trinkets, and 0 bitches.
The B in Big B Obama must stand for blind. He just walked right past it.
It's going to stand for bitter little bitch after this video is uploaded and our viewers obliterate him in the comments. Let him have it, folks. Give him the character development smackdown he deserves for this.
He's going to cope so goddamn hard and try to say he was throwing for content. But we all know that's bullshit. Look, Donnie, when Obama hits 100 stress and gets the fraud affliction, I'll just take over for the rest of this episode. He's going to need both his hands to be free to hold this giant-ass L.
The prism of the Sunbringer trinket is from the Acolyte of the Sun, boosting dodge and scouting at high light while reducing the torch burn rate. Well, he's definitely realized by now. How you doing over there, Fraudbama?
Put your damn phone down. You can't bribe our editor to skip over this mission. That's malarkey.
He's pleading the fifth like I did hundreds of times in my court cases. Fraudbama, you do in fact have the rights to remain silent. Anything you say can and most definitely will be used against you in the court of this video's comment section.
You have the right to cope and seethe, But if you'd prefer to mold, time to do so will be appointed to you by the state.
Rip Bozo, you fell off. Mad cause bad, noob alert, get good, skill issue.
Hey Takashi boy, do I have the tea for you today?
Oh my god, he just allowed reinforcements from stalling. This just keeps getting better and better.
Obama forgot to pick up the third medicine for caregivers convention. It's on the opposite side of the dungeon, and now he's doing the walk of shame like Cersei Lannister. Shame, 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 shame.
The both of you.
Wow, are you kidding me?
So uncalled for, bro. You took it too far.
The first F-bomb on our channel goes to Barack Obama. Everyone, not the well-spoken and poised leader you guys thought he was. Eh?
All of Donald's tariffs have made it nearly impossible to get explosives shipped to the hamlet. And Obama's feeding to see something, anything go kaboom, that he decided to blow up his own reputation.
Okay, that's enough from the peanut gallery. I let you two dipshits have your fun, and yes, I did forget to pick up the medicine, rookie mistake. But have either of you bothered to check the scoreboard? All those extra battles netted us a few more deeds and portraits and about 1,000 more gold, with hardly any additional stress.
A clown who juggles well is still a clown.
At least Reynaud got the hardy quirk. I guess he benefited from all the endurance training he got from carrying Obama around on his back, all mission, like Jack and Daxter.
Damn, that's a throwback and a half, Joe.
I'd just like to draw your attention to the blacksmith. Remember those extra deeds I got after my little misstep? It was the exact amount I needed for level 2 armor smithing, which means we can also pick up experienced recruits rank 1. The Fraud Bama arc is canceled. No refunds will be given.
Quiet, Barack, no one cares. We finally got Cuppy in the stagecoach this week.
The hell's a cuppy?
Oh my god, I recognize that odor anywhere. This is the guy who made that lean Kamala I drank last week. Whoever said don't meet your heroes should be the first one of the 100 men we send to fight the gorilla. Because he's an idiot. It is an honor and a privilege to meet you, Sir Cuppington.
Shout out to Man of God 413, who asked us all the way back in episode 2 if we'd be interested in trying the Cuppy Hero mod he recently released. He described the class as an imp who uses the power of lean and can get your other characters drunk. And if that wasn't already enough of a reason to say yes, the artist Livel did some wild work with the animations, and the skill design and drunken quirks and diseases look fun also.
Obama, let me be the first to use him next week. I'm gonna see if I can get him to do a cameo in my Orange Man Bad music video.
Oh my God, it's really Cuppy. I'm fangirling so much right now. Hell yeah, let's go to the bar and party. There's nothing else to do in small towns anyway except drink, am I right?
You kids have fun. Save some lean for me.
Surprise, bitch.
God damn it, I peed a little. This was a fresh diaper.
Hillary, are you trying to kill Joe?
Nah. Guy already looks like he French kissed a Dementor. Nothing I could do to him would be worse.
To what do we owe the terror of this visit, O vile and abhorrent one?
To the surprise of absolutely no one, Bill has run off again. He probably just saw the way pelagic hybrids hawk Tua all over your heroes and tried to follow one home, but I've had a long week taking out Pelosi's hit squads to protect Kamala since you Neanderthals accidentally ratted her out due to not having 2 brain cells to rub together between the 3 of you, and I really don't have the patience to find him, okay? So I'm farming this out to you. Who is in charge this week?
It's my turn, oh atrocious one.
Has the Fraud Bama arc begun yet?
Remains to be seen. He forgot to pick up the 3rd medicine pouch for Caregivers Convention like a noob, but got lucky and it worked out for him in the end. I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Hope is just the opium of the masses. It's nothing more than a carrot the mighty dangle, so the misbegotten keep marching on like mules. I have no use for it.
God damn, I do so humbly request that you save a little aura for the rest of us, oh tyrannical one.
Request denied.
My lofty position wasn't always accompanied by the fear of office. And there was a time when I could walk the streets or raise a glass in the tavern without concern for molestation. Faithful as the tide, one precocious village waif made it her hobby to shadow my every errand. It was charming then, troublesome later. I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
Too bad the ancestor and I didn't meet before all this. Imagine all the horrifying things we could have done if we had worked together.
And people really tried to say that I was the Antichrist back in 2008, unaware that Lilith herself would run for president just 8 short years later.
Hey Hillary, vanguard of our destruction. I was just wondering why you couldn't just call up all your horror movie icon friends and have them come down here and help clear out all these monsters. Between our heroes, you, and a bunch of bloodthirsty psychopaths, I don't really think the ancestor stands a chance.
I told you in episode 6, I am on vacation. Besides, you guys are playing on Blood Moon for the challenge, right? Well, what's the point in playing on hard mode if you're just going to have me waltz in and 360 no scope the Heart of Darkness for you?
We respect vacation vacation time and work-life balance on this channel, and thank you for considering the content.
Speaking of content, that's almost 8 minutes of clowning around. Let's look at my team for this second mission. Well, if that's okay with you, Hillary.
Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care.
The goal with this team was to take heroes who have low damage stuns and who can still function from the back line if they get charmed and then released by the siren.
Hold the goddamn phone. Barack, did you just step on a scouted trap?
Yeah, after your little quips last week when I did it in the dark, you turn around the following episode and do it at 85 light. The Fraud Bongma arc is back on, everybody. Bill's doomed to be a beta cuck simp for the siren for all of eternity.
I don't understand, Donald. That's already how it is right now.
Did you say there's a siren? Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Yeah, we didn't want to say anything, but considering this is Bill we are talking about, this is the most likely place for him to be, you know? But anyway, the ghostly pirate is from the Unleashing the Kraken mod. These things are a gigantic pain in the ass. They have massive resistance to dots, stuns, and moves, being only susceptible to debuffs. Their dodge ramps up with each attack, which can turn them into RNG nightmares if you let them stack buffs. Black Flag causes horror and is a brutal stress attack when it crits, but I do like the addition of a monster that hard counters Blight and stun-focused Plague Doctors to the Cove, so she doesn't just trample over them like she does just about everything else here.
I like it overall also, but I do hate the stacking dodge buff. For some reason, if it takes me 8 attacks to kill a single monster because I missed it several times, that is infinitely more annoying than if it had taken 8 attacks to kill that monster because it is tanky or has lifesteal, or I'm having to spend actions healing off their high damage output. I can't really explain why, but I think some folks will know what I'm saying. Stacking dodge is probably my least favorite option for a ramping bonus intended to create urgency.
The fact it takes a tailor-made counter to even begin to slow down the Plague Doctor is more evidence she was the easiest S tier in our vanilla hero tier list. When are we going to finish up part 2?
It'll probably be another few weeks. There's a few other side videos in the works as well, and this series is the primary focus. So spin-off content will be a good bit slower to release so we can stay on schedule.
For all the haters out there, my team is doing very well so far. Between the Plague Doctor's crowd control and Blight, the Banished Hunter dealing tons of damage with the Crescendo box, the Alchemist's healing and ability to reach every enemy rank, and the Sunlight Warrior dishing out supplemental damage and stuns, we are looking great. After this next room battle, we will camp out and prepare for the boss fight, and hopefully we can take her down without having to smoke Bill in the process.
Better make it quick. If he's charmed into attacking me, it would be the best excuse I could ever ask for to scalp him and pour salt and bleach directly onto his exposed brain, like I'm Art the Clown, you know? In self-defense, of course.
Please just let us handle this. You're on vacation, remember?
Ooh, Joe, you silly goose. Calmly and peacefully hacking Bill in half with a machete like it's bone tomahawk. In this bitch wouldn't be business, it would be pleasure.
To any of our viewers who have seen Bone Tomahawk, we, the AI presidents of the United States of America, Hamlet, do deeply apologize for making you remember that scene. The Warrior of Sunlight's nighttime ambush prevention skill, Welcome to the Bonfire, is expensive at 5 respite, but also provides some, quote, Ember Flasks, a consumable item that heals and provides restoration. If used in battle, it consumes the hero's action for that round, but it's an incredibly powerful healing item in a pinch. I also went with the Alchemist's Forbidden Knowledge skill, boosting the party's bleed and blight chance, as well as toss a coin to possibly also provide some crit chance. Dots are effective on the Siren since she gets 2 actions per turn, and 3 of our 4 heroes have dots.
Notice the buffs that are applied to Corrupted Bosun and Drowned Sharpshooters when they are paired together. The Bosun gains 5% crit chance and the Sharpshooter adds 4 speed. If the Bosun uses Cure O' the Sea, the Sharpshooter will also immediately respond with its own skill, Drink O' the Depths, and heal itself and reduce damage taken at the cost of accuracy.
Dude chugs rum like he's Jack Sparrow. Gotta love it.
Oh, god damn. Is that Joy Behar attacking? Modders have gone too far this time.
Nope, just a horrifying bipedal eldritch fishy taint monster.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad then.
Too bad you haven't found any eerie coral, but it looks like the party will be in great shape going into the Siren boss fight. She typically tries to charm heroes with low debuff resist, so I think she's going to go for our Banished Hunter. You need to keep him stunned, Barry. He could really deal out some serious damage to the rest of the team if he's allowed to get too many actions.
The Warrior of Sunlight and Plague Doctor should be able to keep him stunned more often than not. Low or no damage stuns make a huge difference in this fight, so you can stun charmed heroes and prevent them from attacking their allies.
If things start to go south for Fraud Bama, please feel free to step in and help Bill out, Hillary.
No, I don't think I will.
Wait, seriously?
If he dies, he dies.
Damn, you really are a demon.
Hey there, sugar. You didn't say we were having people over. I would have put away all of our sex toys. Who are all these people I've definitely never met before in my entire life?
Come here, you buffoon.
A goddamn woman I've never seen or recognized from anywhere. You punch like Kimbo Slice. Any chance Slick Billy can get them digits.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
There's someone out there for everyone, I suppose.
Back to gameplay, the Siren's damage output is very low, and the battle is more about managing her adds and charmed heroes. Her AoE attacks are a double-edged sword, as they ensure she will hit any heroes on death's door, but it does open her up to riposte strategies. You just have to be careful if you use riposte that you can comfortably lock down the charmed hero with a stun, so you don't end up riposting your own allies.
Damn, Solaire just took a big 15 damage from Blunderbuss. You're gonna have to do a better job keeping the Banished Hunter from attacking while charmed, because if he scores a critical, then that hero is going to be in serious trouble.
Precisely what I grabbed the Estus flasks from his camping skill for. He can spend a turn chugging, no problem at all.
Damn, all right, I see you, Barry. Well, maybe we jumped the gun on the fraud allegations, Donald.
Yeah, maybe, but either way, I think you still had the most dicey episodes so far.
Hang on there, strange lady. I hear my dearly beloved calling for help. I need to get her some lube right away.
What I would give to behead you like a wife of Henry VIII, and then wring the viscera out of your neck stump over my head like a sports towel.
Please keep threatening me with a good time.
Got lucky again here with another dodge of Song of Desire. Could be the accuracy debuff from Noxious Blast, putting in some work for me. I've kept her locked down in suffering dots with minimal exchanges between the party and charmed heroes, and she hasn't brought in any other reinforcements with High Tide, so it should just be a matter of time here. I hope this definitively squashes any and all rumors of a fraud arc.
It's Apprentice. Nobody is impressed.
Well, at least we saved Bill. We already have to plan George's funeral. I don't think I can handle burying a second empty casket.
Wait, what the hell am I doing here? And Joe, did you just say an empty casket? You mean George is missing? We share our location with one another. I can help you find him. Let's get back to the hamlet and make a plan.
Nope, that's Brock's second mission. This is going to have to wait until next week.
Hell no. He's been gone for an entire month. We aren't waiting when we finally have a lead. We have to go now.
I agree.
The opinion of a side character is definitely irrelevant.
Strider is interesting on the Plague Doctor. She always appreciates more speed, but her biggest concern is move skills, so the loss in move resist is potentially an issue. The Alchemist came down with the Black Hunger, a Vermintide quirk that increases damage and crit, but doubles food consumption and damage taken from starvation. Both of these quirks are definitely something we have to plan around when using these heroes.
The town event announces the homunculus boss in the ruins, the second Action Jack monster pack we are using.
With last week's Caregivers Convention, I locked the Vestal's Warrior of Light and purged her locked Egomania, and locked in Kanye West's advanced medical training while removing his Curio Act-Out quirk, Heretic.
Hey, Gore. You're doing the stagecoach this time, Donald. If you say a word about it, I'll take a slice out of you and grill it up and serve it to you like a goddamn Big Mac.
Looks like we got a trophy hunter, a brutal and mobile frontliner. Next is a powder keg, a frail but powerful DPS gunner with a self-healing riposte. We got another owl wing this week, but this time with better quirks. Eldritch Hater and Meticulous Striker is a really nice start. The Blackguard is Night Owl for more low light speed, obviously an amazing quirk for this hero. And finally, the Banished Hunter is rocking Photomania. A great group, if I do say so myself. Thanks for letting me do that, Hillary. I really needed a win after all the bullshit lately, you know?
Oh, it definitely wasn't for the sake of your mental health. I just knew it would piss off Donald, and he'd be too much of a bitch to say anything about it. It's the little things that make life worth living, you know?
Wait, why does the hamlet look like the day after Mardi Gras?
Yeah, that's right. Take your medicine and change the subject, just like a politician, you pussy.
It's been a total shit show ever since Cuppy got here. He got in a pissing contest with the caretaker over who could outdrink the other, and the caretaker got so wasted I had to drive the goddamn stagecoach this week to bring in those awesome new heroes. You're all welcome, by the way. Kamala is in the infirmary with alcohol poisoning. Her creepy-ass hexer friend ate too many pot brownies and deflated and melted into a couch like those above the influence anti-weed flat girl commercials from 2006. And everyone in the hamlet is suddenly really passionate about breakdancing.
When I said I was going to make the hamlet great again, I meant every word. Look at this place. I'm doing a great job. Some people are saying the best ever.
I hate to interrupt all you dumbasses, but we are supposed to be saving George.
I have his location in the Weald. Google Earth shows some kind of encampment. Looks fortified. We may want to move at night to try and avoid alerting as many monsters as possible.
I'm coming to. I need to get out of this pisshole for a little while. And if that election-stealing prick George Bush is a corpse, I want to be the first to get a selfie with his remains and make it the background photo on my phone.
Guy just wants to go to the Weald to hug a tree.
I'll stay here. I want to meet Cuppy. He managed to wreck this shitty little town in under a week. Game recognized game. And maybe I'll visit Kamala, I guess.
I'm running a dance composition for this low-light mission. The Reaver, who has the Lurker quirk and the Crescendo box, will open with Return Fire to set up Riposte, while the On-Guard Prince will use Bull Rush to dance with Dismas, who also has Lurker, using Duelist Advance to set up a Riposte of his own. The Druid has Luminous and Night Owl for serious speed to pump out stuns and regeneration, and she has the Scrying Bowl for scouting chance.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house. There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
Okay, everyone, we're on the right path. Boy, I sure hope George is okay.
One battle at a time. Watch my heroes unload on these monsters.
I bet the venison from fungal stags would be so damn divine. Not gonna lie, fellas, I'm getting the meat sweats just thinking about it.
Yeah, with some blackened grouper and swine chopper bacon. Damn, we gotta have a cookout when this is all over, Gore.
I don't see George in either one of these ectoplasms. Man, I hope we aren't too late.
After all the conspiracy theory nuttery you threw at George in episode 4, I'm surprised you're so worried about him.
He's my Elden Ring co-op partner. I just made it to Bellerot settlement in the DLC, and I need his help to get through it. Besides, I need him alive if I'm ever going to get the truth out of it. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of conspiracy theories, Bill, did you hear the one about Hillary drinking the blood of children? Would you like to comment on that?
You just had to get him going again, didn't you, Donald? Still salty I got a third mission in my episode, and I'm about to take the lead for most boss takedowns?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on this one, Joe. I honestly don't know much anyway. My wife doesn't tell me anything about work. Since the less I know, the less likely it is I'm targeted, so someone can try to get information on her. It's just my job to be a supportive, loving, and most of all, loyal husband.
Yeah, and how do you think you're doing at that so far?
Probably about a C- or so. The bar for the fellas dropping down to the basement was really clutch for me.
C-. Listen, I'm a coochie-grabbing narcissist who said if Ivanka wasn't my daughter, I'd try dating her. On TV, no less. And even I think you're delusional if you think your degenerate ass is sitting at a C-.
The bar for the fellas dropping down through a trapdoor is what saved my marriage. After Tekashi 6ix9ine ratted me out for being an eco-terrorist, destroying my reputation, and dragging my family through the mud, while setting trust in climate change activism back a decade, my wife dropped me all the way down to a D+. If this would have happened around the time of your public scandal in the late 90s, Bill, she would have left me for sure.
So true, Gory. I'm just glad I lived long enough for BDSM, open relationships, and thruples to become mainstream. Things really have worked out for us in our golden years, haven't they?
Michelle, honey, if you ever watch this, I promise I'm not like these animals.
If you were like an animal, Gore would try to eat you.
So true, Joe.
On the advice of my lawyers, I think I'm going to plead the fifth.
Absolutely stop talking about this right goddamn now. In other news, things are going really well so far. The party HP and stress levels are looking great. This team's damage output is fantastic, and DPS really is the way you want to go when facing the Hag.
Wait, there's a Hag? You mean to tell me my wife is the boss? Well, rest in peace, Georgie.
That had to drop you down to a D, maybe even a D-.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Look, Obama, we should camp out after this fight. We are getting close and should buff up so we are prepared.
Yeah, if we let Obama get a third damn mission for his episode, just for George to have been turned into Twin Tower turnovers or foreign warfare fondue, I'm really going to be kind of pissed, if I'm being honest.
Those were nice, Donald. I was thinking government incompetence gumbo, or maybe inside job jambalaya.
Definitely incompetence. Might not have happened if the Electoral College hadn't stolen the election from me, even though I got like 500,000 more votes than Bush. I was thinking election thief escargot, or perhaps the polls in Florida were bullshit brisket.
Both of those were meat. You're digging your hole deeper, you fake-ass vegan.
Camping out here is the perfect photo op. Someone snap a pic of me hugging this tree.
Oh, Jesus Christ, try hopping off of Peter's lap.
I should have stayed in the hamlet and gotten liver failure partying with Cuppy, I swear to God. The Druid will cleanse our campsite to prevent ambushes and heal stress. Dismas will clean his guns to maximize range damage, and the Prince will boost the Reaver's accuracy and reduce stress with peace of mind.
Let's stay here and sleep through the day until nightfall. We will need to be as quiet as possible and find George before we give ourselves away.
Yeah, I've been cruising in the dark without using a blackguard as a crutch like Donald. All rumors of fraudulence have been debunked.
I can't even root against you. I can't have you throwing these heroes with low-light quirks. I need them myself. I'll just have to reclaim the boss kill lead in episode 10.
Okay, I see the structure ahead. Let's keep it down. Get in, find George, and get the hell out of here.
I won't make any noise since gangsters move in silence, but I'd be concerned about Donald's big fat ass lumbering around, practically practically terraforming the earth beneath his feet with every thunderous step.
I'm about to step on your throat until the dust comes out your ears. I swear to God.
The tension between you two is crazy. Get a room already.
Yeah, what a horrifying image.
The key for this boss battle is stacking damage output targeting ranks 3 or 4, and making sure in team building that when any given hero is thrown in the pot, the resulting change to squad positioning forward doesn't throw off usability of your best offensive attacks.
This is it. Nobody make a sound.
Are you kidding me?
That reeks.
Right in my goddamn face, you bastard.
That's on me, fellas, my bad.
Please just eat me so I don't have to smell it too.
Oh no, the hag has George in the pot. We were almost too late. Hit the pot, Obama.
We're gonna save you, Georgie.
I hate to sound ungrateful, fellas, really do, but where the have you been? Does nobody around here watch the goddamn post-outro scenes? Y'all didn't hear me get captured 4 fucking episodes ago.
Post-outro scenes? Oh no, boys. He isn't making any sense. His brain is already souped. We are too late. Oh, the humanity.
Get me out of the fucking pot, Obama. This had better not be the goddamn fraud bummer arc.
It's 50-50 at this point.
Oh, son of a bitch, right on my head. I'm flying a plane directly at the house of whoever is writing this shit. I swear to God.
George, my friend, thank God you're okay.
I'm just lucky the hag is really passionate about marinating her meats. She said the prolonged fear, terror, existential crisis, thoughts of loved ones you'll never see again, huffing religious copium, and the pain and resentment towards your bitch-ass friends who left you to die really adds a spice to the human flesh that you just can't buy at Whole Foods. Her words, not mine.
Damn, George, you do smell delicious.
And you guys brought this prick with you? Put me back in the pot right goddamn now.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Okay, almost got her. Normally I'd ignore the pot and just try and burst the hag down with overwhelming firepower, but I wanted to get George out of there as soon as possible. I'm really sorry it took us so long to find you, George. We've been to the Weald several times since you went missing and didn't find any trace. Thankfully, Bill was able to track you after we saved him from the siren.
George, I had no idea what was happening to you, or I would have come looking for you right away.
I'm glad to see you at least, Bill. I'm glad you finally got free from Hillary. Please, burn your rubber gimp suit. That thing is a war crime.
No reason to let all this meat go to waste. Help me grab some, fellas.
Oh, hold that pose so I can snap a pic. PETA is gonna love this.
Food is a little light, but we are bringing home a focus ring, an amazing trinket providing accuracy and crit chance at the cost of dodge. George, do you think you can ever forgive us for almost letting you get eaten by that horrifying, high-calorie individual?
Eventually, Obama. I'm just a little traumatized at the moment. I'm sure you guys were doing really important things while I was gone, and searching for me the best you could.
Yes, you're absolutely right, George. All business, no goofing off whatsoever.
Fellas, what in the hell did you asshats do to the Hamlet?
Obama can explain everything, but first we gotta do the stagecoach.
Partner, you aren't doing the stagecoach like this is any old week. You stupid motherfuckers were bullshitting here, partying with Cuppy instead of looking for me, weren't you? Look at this shit. There's beer cans and lean everywhere. Screw you bastards. I'm gonna spend some time with the only friend I have that I can actually count on, Mr. Jim Beam.
He likes that one because it has beam in the name, like a steel beam.
Thanks for explaining the joke, Donald. Well, folks, we are going to spend the next week cleaning up the Hamlet and trying to convince George to forgive us. Our editor wanted me to say he hopes you liked the faster combat editing and all the new antics this week.
I'm back on the sticks next episode. We hope you all pass your resolve checks this week, and we will see you next time.
Wait, are we missing someone?
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more content. Episodes weekly on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Total bullshit, they ditched me here. Why can't a guy eat 69 steaks without being judged and left alone in a creepy mushroom forest? Oh, look, a carrier pigeon. I wonder what it's holding. Donald, you son of a...